fellow gamers, it's Cozy Mel, and I am here with a video for you in Starsand Island. Okay, so I'm not going to get involved in politics and in arguments and fights and any of the stuff that's going on around gaming right now because that's not my job and that's not my place. All I ever do, because I'm a tiny little person with like 2,000 subscribers and I don't get paid to cover any games. Darn it, I wish I did. But I would like to think that if I was paid to cover a game, I'd still be fair about it. And I think most of the YouTubers are. I really do. But I like to see the glass half full. So, and I have very strong political views about all kinds of things, but I don't bring them up. Politics, religion, government, that stuff's not going to be in any of my videos. So, I am involved in those kind of things off screen, away from video gaming. So all I can do video gaming wise is cover the games you're interested in and ask us all to stay out of the political discussions, at least as far as when you're on my Discord or YouTube or in my house, because I'm just not involved in all that. Anyway, what I am involved in is not being able to upgrade my machines. And I wondered if you guys had this same issue. So when you start out the first day, the first thing they encourage you to do is become a crafter. And I believe that becoming a crafter is very important because it's the first step in all of the other professions. I don't think there is a profession you can do where you won't be crafting something. If you get ranching, you will craft animal feed and animal beds and that kind of thing. This is a chicken house, you'll have to craft it. That's a rabbit house, you'll have to craft it. And if you're running around the island trying to go 3 miles away to where the fishing instructor is, you're not going to want to walk. You're going to want to get there faster, so you're going to want those roller skates. I don't care who says the roller skates aren't needed, that you can just run, because you can push shift and run. But the roller skates are faster and more fun, and I have a blast on them. So for me, I love the roller skates. Anyway, you craft those. So, you are going to have your crafters. So yes, you might want to craft first. So the first thing that you're going to do is get something in the mail that says, hey, my name is Zerine and I teach crafting. Come see me. So then what you would do is run. Because you're not going to have that fancy carriage. And by the way, this is the carriage you get if you purchase the DLC. And as you can see, I'm not using it because it's big, clunky, hard to control, and I don't like it. So there you go. I am always going to be honest with you people. I am not going to lie. I'm not going to say, you guys should buy the DLC because this carriage is awesome. No, it's not. I don't like it at all. But you guys might like it. So if you love it and you want to feel like you're a queen or Cinderella, in a carriage, you should get it then. It's some furniture and a dress and so it's like 5 pieces of furniture and a dress and this carriage, okay? But it's not for me. It's not up my alley. It's not my thing. And anyway, it's just taking up space on my plot. So if you don't have roller skates and you don't have a skateboard yet, you're going to run over here and you're going to go to this store and you're going to find Zerine, and she's back there behind that computer. Sometimes if you can't find her, you'll have to go around the backside and you'll go in this door to the basement right there, okay? And she'll be in the basement. If she's not in the basement and she's not in here, then she's upstairs in her private apartment. And until you have a lot of hearts with her, you can't go in her private apartment. So you'll just have to wait until she comes down from there. Anyway, she will work with you on becoming a crafter. Do what she say. Whatever she says to do, you're going to do it. And guess what? When you learn to be a crafter, some of the tests that you have to take in order to become a higher level crafter are going to involve making something and taking it and showing it to a different person, not your teacher. And that different person is often the teacher for another type of crafting thing. So amazingly, they all intertwine. That's why I say start with crafting. Do your crafting until you are on wheels. Like, at least just get on your skateboard. That you can do it in the first hour of the game. Make some trunks and start putting stuff away, because you're going to have a lot of stuff, especially like, oh, I did my gardening this morning. And so I have all of these byproducts and garden forage, so I need to put away all these byproducts that come from my animals, like poop and fur, goodies like that. So anyway, I try to put the byproducts of my animals all in one spot. There's fish, there's seeds. So, if I've got seeds that need to be put away. Right now, I'm in the process of moving my garden because I finally had enough money to buy a part of my plot and make my home bigger. Okay, I'm going to put my bugs in there. And so I'm letting my garden die where it's at right now so that I can move it to a different spot. Now, I do have food, but I kind of put my garden grown things in this box to keep them separate from food that people I've cooked myself or that people have cooked for me. And then seeds, byproducts, ore, so different ore that comes from mining and whatnot all goes together. Now, I do think I'm going to need these for a quest. And then on top of ore, there's also materials that are made from the ore, like these bricks and boards and things. And I like to put those in there in materials. And then in here is the raw. So this is like raw materials. And then this is materials. But you do you, it doesn't make any difference. Just whatever makes sense to you. As far as stone goes, you use stone to make simple pellets for your slingshot that you're basically going to start the game out with. And you're going to fight some decent monsters with that slingshot. So make sure that you have 50 to 100 of those pellets made up and carried with you. All it costs is rocks. Rocks are free. Just use your energy at the end of the day or whatnot to cut rocks until you run out of energy and go to bed because you're going to need that. Oh, this is foraging stuff. And then food is where I would put the eggs because I kind of consider them to be food. It's really hard for me to organize. I am not a natural organizer like I'm sure some of you guys are. But it is important to try to organize your storage. And as you can see there, it's pretty easy to move from storage box to storage box. Simple pellet. You're going to need those for your slingshot. So I'm going to process all of them that I can make. Because it's easy to get more rocks. So now all these machines are things that I have learned the recipe for or purchased the recipe for and learned how to make them. And that's what that whole row of machines is all about. However, when you first start out, this workbench is worktable 1. This is kiln 1, which it still is. This is cutter 1 when you start out. And furnace 1 when you start out. In order to upgrade this to furnace 2, you have to have 4 iron ingots. You cannot make iron ingots in furnace 1. You can only make them in furnace 2. Can you make furnace 2 on a worktable 1? Nope, sure can't. So it sounds like a catch-22. I can't make worktable 2 till I get ingots. I can't make ingots until I get furnace 2. I can't make furnace 2 until I get worktable 2. You see what I'm saying? You're going in a circle and you can't do it. But what it turns out to be is that if you have the right ingredients to upgrade your furnace, and you will be able to upgrade your furnace even though you have not upgraded your worktable yet. So that took me forever to learn. So now I'd like to go from furnace 2 to furnace 3, but I can't because I have to unlock more ores after upgrading. Upgrade condition, study furnace 3 blueprint at the general store. So I haven't purchased the blueprint, and some of these blueprints are 2, 3, 4, 5,000 gold to buy your blueprint. So I'm going to have to buy it if I want to upgrade this. But hopefully you'll see what I mean by don't get too worried and freaked out like I did if you can't upgrade your furnace by making it on the work table. It just doesn't happen that way because the work table won't be upgraded till after you have the furnace upgraded and make some iron bars. And that happens after you get iron in the mines, okay? So out your back door, if you run up that road out the back door, I'm just going to hit number 1, which is my roller skates, and then left click to turn them on, and then I'm going to skate. See how much better that is? Oh, I love it. I love the way it looks. It's so much fun. So you're going to go this way, and then you're going to go right through here, and you're going to go in to the mines. And I won't do it right now, but you go up to here and you tell it where you want to go. Any place you've, got, they'll give you the first place, and then you open the other places as you go along working. First, you can get copper all over your backyard. No problem. But then when you need to get tin, iron ore, coal, that kind of stuff, that's all going to be in there. Now, what I need to do right now is I need better tools. And I went and purchased the tool pattern. But I'm going to work on my tools, and we'll continue with that in the next video. But right now, it is 22:33. It's almost 2300 at night. And at 2 a.m., you pass out. And the next day, you wake up with half of your stamina. If you look down here, I'm circling it. Down here in the bottom left of your screen is your stamina, okay? And you are going to wake up with half of that if you go to bed late. So you just don't want to go to bed late. So what I'm going to do is the remaining 2 or 3 minutes that I have that I can play before I have to go to bed, I am going to use up my stamina by chopping down trees and chopping copper and rock real quick. But in the meantime, I hope this video helped you understand how to upgrade. See, it's getting late, time to get some rest. So hopefully this helped you learn how to upgrade the machines that you need to upgrade in order to have better tools to play the game with. You need furnace 2 as soon as possible, and you just upgrade it right at the furnace. You just go to it and down here at the left, click upgrade. It'll tell you what you need in order to upgrade, and then you can do it. Once you do that, you make your iron bars and use your iron bars to upgrade to work table 2. Alrighty, I hope that helps. I hope you like and subscribe and ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.